Okay, Annelisiwe, let me get straight into it, right? I'm having a debate with my cameraman here. He says that you can attract any girl you desire through persistence, regardless of her being initially attracted to you. I'm saying that's a flawed argument. You can never force attraction, especially if the person wasn't initially attracted to you. So what's your stance, Annelisiwe?
I think I'm gonna stand with you. You can't really force attraction. If you actually it's persistent, it seems like harassment. Actually,
Try hard, me.
yeah. Now you seem like a harassing person or whatever.
Okay,
So,
thank you for that. Moving on, right? What do you think about guys who text themselves? Suppose that they say hey to a girl, she ignores him, she posts on a status, he says you look gorgeous. What do you think about guys who do that? Who keep spamming women with texts?
still comes across as harassment.
Okay.
It's not.
Still creepy.
Yes, it
Okay.
is, except in the case whereby she has shown interest. But in your case, as you have explained, the person kept quiet. That means there's no interest in that.
There's no interest.
Yeah.
Okay, some guys believe the more they do that, the more likely she will like them.
That's a slim chance. There's a possibility, and like maybe if the person's like trying to see how long you can hold out, yeah. But if not, it's still creepy. It's weird.
Okay. As a woman, right, tell me what's the best way a guy can approach a girl initially if he wants to develop it into something serious? What can he say? What can he do? How should he go about it?
I can't really tell how you should go about it. I mean, with different people, but I mean, I believe that you have to have like confidence. There's no way a female's gonna go for a person who looks like a weaker version of the male species. That's weird.
So you're saying on the muscle aspect,
No.
or weaker as in how much you believe in yourself?
Yes,
Okay.
be confident, but not arrogant. Just be confident. Like, say what you mean. Don't dance around, and like, we'll see where this goes. And it's weird.
Okay. But don't you feel like open statements they ease the anxiety in a woman? Because if you say I'm not too sure, but anything goes for me, wouldn't that like stabilize? Because you don't wanna come off as if you're rushing too much. What do you think about that?
Not really. It's not giving. It's not giving. No. He's anxious or whatever, or like helping you calm down. Instead, it's actually giving you an idea of that this man does not know what he wants.
Okay.
And nobody wants to be with someone who does not know what they want, unless you as a female are not sure if like you want to take things further with him or not. Then yeah, it's okay. But generally, if you say let's see where this goes, and it's like you don't know what you want, and at this moment you're not even sure if I'm what you want. A better version of myself can come across, and that's what you're gonna take.
Okay. So you want a guy who's gonna say you and I are gonna be in a relationship in the next 4 months. The first 3 months we are getting to know each other. You want that?
That's stern, a bit stern, but it's still basically stating exactly what you want, and then you're giving me an opportunity to decide whether I want to be in a talking stage for 3 months
Okay.
or not. Then having to say, let's see where this goes, and that's like, in 6 months' time, I still don't know what we are, and there are things happening. That's confusion. It brings out a lot of confusion, which is where people feel like they get cheated on, and they're not cheated on. It's just that like there was never an established relationship.
Okay, that's a very intellectual response. As someone who did a bachelor's degree in biology and someone who's doing a master's in paleontology, do you think that a lot of men meet your intellectual standards? Do you think a lot of guys are as smart as you? Because you have to be smart to do biology, right? Or am I wrong?
I guess you have to be smart to an extent. I mean, to do anything.
Okay.
But I don't know about meeting my intellectual capacity. I mean, it's not really only about that. I mean, yeah, there's also the emotional aspect of it. But yeah, there are people who I can say are in my league based on where I am in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you would settle for a guy without a tertiary education?
No.
You wouldn't?
No.
Okay, he has to be some sort of mathematician or astrophysicist.
No. It's not really about your career path, but there's some demonstration of
Intellect.
in a way, yes, on people who have, according to me, on people who have gone to like it's like above grade 12 in a way. Like if you've gone to tertiary, gotten to understand, because there's like a lot of challenges that we face here. It's not only school. There's
Okay.
also like emotional things. There's a lot of personal things that you deal with, and in order for you to actually get, let's say, to your PhD, you need to be headstrong. So maybe a person with a PhD, for me, that's a person who is like very resilient actually.
So, Bafetu, if you're a dropout, do not even try to approach my sister here. She likes smart guys who play chess, and guys who know mathematics deeply. So, my sister, tell me, right, what's your advice to younger girls? How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22.
Yeah.
And you're already doing a master's. Okay,
Yeah.
let's segue into that. How were you able to do a master's at 22?
Did my first year at 18.
At 18. Okay.
Finished my degree in record time. Did my honors. Finished it in record time. This is my first year masters. I'm finishing next year.
Okay. Hey, that's very bright and inspiring. So let's get back into it. Tell the girls some advice, some word of advice.
I'd rather say like be who you want to date. Just be sure about who you are and what you want, and no compromises. If what you want is a person who's, for example, people can be like, I want a man who's an intellectual. If that's what you want, stick to that.
And be intellectual yourself.
Yes, you have to be that. Otherwise, like, how are you going to meet intellectuals? You can't be meeting intellectuals at sports that are not for intellectuals. That's weird. Whatever you want, be that. Then you'll meet people in the same caliber.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for men, right, they say that you need to improve yourself in multiple aspects. Some of those aspects are your status. You need to get your status up, your looks, and your money in order for you to court women or attract women. What are some things women need to improve on in order to get the highest possible man they can? Would you say it's looks? That women need to hit the gym, do surgery, put on more makeup?
No, I wouldn't advise that. I really wouldn't advise that. Yes, I wouldn't know about attracting the highest possible men. However,
Okay.
but all I'm saying is that like you do need to be yourself in whatever situation.
Yourself.
It makes sense for you to be yourself and comfortable. And obviously, a little bit of prettiness. Take care of yourself. As a lady, you need to take care of yourself. And if you're actually into the male species, you do need
To improve yourself.
yeah, like do better, study, look cute, whatever. If you need to work out, do that. I mean,
No, don't say if you need. If you're out of shape and guys are not approaching you, you do need to work out. Okay, so let's segue into that. Do you think it's a bunch of propaganda when they say that everyone is beautiful? Do you think that's true? Or they are just saying it?
well, everyone is beautiful in their
Really?
own. Yes. The thing is, there's a
Don't
different.
start with this in their own way thing.
No, the thing is,
People have
different-
standards, you see.
There's different ways to classify beauty.
Okay.
Someone looks at me and says I'm beautiful. Someone else doesn't think the same thing. So there's different ways to classify beauty. Some people, skin tone makes a difference. You can be pretty, but the skin tone makes a difference. For
Okay.
some people, it's more about. Some people are sapiosexual. There's
What's
also
that? Sorry, what's that?
people who are attracted to intelligent people.
Intelligent people.
Yes.
Okay. But is there anyone attracted to stupid people?
I don't know. Some people are into looks and looks alone. So I guess.
So what are some things which you look for apart from being intellectual? What else should the guy have?
I really need you to have a direction. I need to know where you're going. It can't be just a smart person who's going to sit in this university and that's it. There needs to be a direction, a sense of direction. Are you building? What are you building up? Also, family values, and in my case, I'm very big on God, so I need you to be Christian. So yeah,
So if he's Islamic, you're not gonna date him.
I can't.
You can't.
I can't do that.
Okay, but usually the woman takes the man's religion. So what's your stance on that?
Yeah, it is like that, but in my case, I'm not willing to compromise my God for someone else's God. So no.
Okay. So you are disputing the Islam belief. Is that what
No.
you are doing?
No, I'm
Okay.
not. They believe what they believe. I believe what I believe, and I wouldn't dispute. I wouldn't stop believing what I believe in. Just
In the
to
name
make-
of love.
Yes. No.
Okay, I agree with that. So you're saying there is nothing you would change. in order to be with someone? Nothing.
I mean, obviously some superficial things like maybe if, as you said, getting in shape makes a difference. If I'm like super infatuated with that person, maybe. But as for there are things that I will not compromise. Things such as my religion, things such as my academics. If you're there trying to get an engineer, I'm not one. I will not be one for you.
Okay.
And also, if you're looking for a housewife, that's not happening. So yeah.
Okay. Women like you intimidate a lot of men. You turn off a lot of guys. I don't know if you know this is true, but women who are as ambitious as you are rare, and guys do not want to deal with that. What's your take on that, and how are you prepared to find a partner if guys want someone who's feminine?
Well, me being a career woman does not make me less feminine. I do cook, I do every other thing that women do. I love that. Yes, I've heard from my male friends that increasing your intellectual capacity does intimidate men. However, if you're intimidated by me, then you're not my partner. Okay. You're not meant to be my partner. So.
Okay. She doesn't want insecure men. She wants strong, stoic guys. Okay, so let's wrap it up. That's the last question, right? What would you prefer between a pretty boy and a hyper masculine guy?
A pretty boy.
A pretty boy.
Yeah.
Or by hyper traditional masculine guy?
I'm not taking pictures with your traditional self.
Okay. So you date for content?
No.
So Ola, you're saying you prefer Justin Bieber over The Rock? That's what you're saying.
The Rock is gonna smash me. Yes.
Okay, she's intellectual and funny at the same time. But this was amazing. My sister, thank you for being a guest. Please give a shout out to your IG or TikTok or Facebook. So an internet who's watching this can try his luck with you if you are available, or he can support you and find your academic papers. What is it?
Okay, my Instagram is analysis with should be easy. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my sister.